we'll go.
What's up, JB family?
Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be recording the how we met. So we're going to be talking to you guys about how we met.
Yeah,
how everything started.
how she got attracted to me.
Apparently he already started. Alright, so if you guys are interested and want to know how we met and how we got to where we are now, just keep watching. Jimmy, stay tuned. Keep watching.
Keep watching.
Alright.
So, who's the first one?
You? Yeah, I just did a whole bunch of talking.
No, I said who was the first one?
Who was the first one? What?
Together with each other.
Just kidding. So where were we?
Who put the first click?
I added him. But we were already friends on MySpace. It all started like MySpace.
I didn't even know her.
He didn't know me, but I knew him. And apparently, I always had him as a friend, and then he would unfriend me, and then I would see a request from him sometimes, or sometimes I would request him back, and he will accept it. But
She was thirsty.
I wasn't thirsty.
Yeah, you were thirsty.
I just thought he was famous. I honestly thought
She thought I was a rapper.
or like a reggaetonero. He looked Puerto Rican because he used to have long hair, like really long curly hair. So I used to think he was like some famous kid or whatever, but he wasn't until one day I seen him in person.
I'll get him maintained by papi and mommy.
Yeah.
I was on tour.
You weren't at Busch Gardens where I seen him. The first time I seen him was at Busch Gardens. I kind of recognized him and I was like, oh yeah, that's
She
him.
was stalking me though.
I was not stalking you.
She seen me, I was sitting on a bench, like on a...
Like I literally told
those
him.
picnic benches at Busch Gardens. The ones in Tampa. So...
I literally told him, I'm like, I seen you doing this and this. And he was like, yeah, I remember I was doing that. So it was him who, I wasn't mistaking him from anyone else. And I knew that I had him on my MySpace back then. And then yeah, unfollowed me all of a sudden, but I'm pretty sure it was not him. He says it wasn't, or he doesn't remember.
It wasn't me. I never unfriended no one.
Yeah, and then you would request me all of a sudden, or I would request you back.
Kind of cute.
Stop. And then from there, it all went to like Facebook. Like we were all like, no more MySpace, it was all Facebook now. And then I had just gotten out of a really bad relationship. And I remember I was sad or upset. And I seen him and I requested.
I wrote something depressing on my status, so you wrote me.
Oh yeah, he had some, I remember. He had something depressing and I'm like, I think he's going through what I'm going through. So I just wrote him and I'm like, oh, like I think I said something like, oh, what's wrong, or like something like that. And then I just told him that I was going through some shit too.
Yeah. She kept saying story of my life.
Yeah. And then
she was basically the one who...
Yeah, I came at him.
She came at
I
me.
requested him. I wrote him. I wrote him and then we started talking. And then was it that same day that we had that phone call? Yeah, right?
Yeah, later
like,
that night.
Like who asked him for their number though? I don't remember that.
I told you. No, I told you, look, I told you write me on Facebook. No, I told you write me on Facebook. I have to log out. And then he told me, no, send me a text message, and that's when I send you my phone number.
So then, yeah, from there, and then I don't know how we like made the phone call.
You wrote me.
I texted you.
Yeah, you texted me.
I texted him and
She was thirsty.
we were texting, and then out of nowhere, who ended up calling who though?
I was at work. I went to work. I was at the bank.
Okay, y'all gonna hear about that in a little bit.
I was a banker.
Oh my god. Y'all gonna hear that about that. That's a little bit later in this video. But yeah, I remember that the first time we talked on the phone though, like, you know how usually you'll be like, hello? No, that wasn't the case for us.
Hell no.
We just picked up.
And I started busting
We
out
just
laughing.
started giggling. Like we were giggling back and forth. I would stop
Probably like-
giggling. He'll start giggling.
Probably
He'll
like
stop
for
giggling.
at least 5 minutes straight.
We were.
There was no
giggling.
talking at all. It was just laughing.
And then who started the conversation? We were like, okay, fuck it, this. Like, this is
I don't
too much.
remember.
I really don't remember the details, but I just remember.
I know your dad was there.
Yeah, my dad was there, and my dad was just looking at me like, what the hell's wrong with this girl? Like, why is she on the phone just laughing? And yeah, like from there we started talking, and then I just my way of thinking about him, I just thought he was like from Miami. He was so cool. I don't know. And he was
cool.
he was very popular back then when I knew
Not
him.
really.
Yeah, you
but
were.
I
Everybody
was
knew
there.
you.
I was there, but I wasn't like popular. I was.
To me, he was popular because everybody knew him. Apparently, when we started dating, everybody found out. Everybody knew. And I was just
It was
like,
the end of the world.
yeah, everybody made it a big deal.
But they don't know. I mean, I'm gonna talk about it on the next video.
Everybody made it a big deal when we started dating. But yeah, we were just talking about each other. Like we were asking, you know, when you just first start like meeting someone, we were
What's your
just
favorite-
asking, yeah.
What was your favorite color? What's your
Yeah.
favorite pet? Are you a north side or south side?
Shut the fuck up. No, we weren't asking each other. those
What
questions.
area you claim? What the
No.
hell?
We were like, I remember I was like, what do you do and all this and that, and he was like, I go to school. And then this is where he was like, he told me this whole lie that he was a banker, and this whole time I believed him that he was,
I was a banker at 8 at night.
Who's a banker
She
at night?
believed it. She believed it. I was a banker at 8 at night. When the bank closes at 6. Well, before it used to
I
close
was young.
at 5.
I didn't have a bank account back then. I didn't know. Like,
But she believed
I
it.
didn't deal with banks like that. So I was like, okay, he's a banker. Whatever. And I remember telling my dad all this. I'm like, he's a banker.
Yeah, he makes
And-
that money.
I really thought he was a banker, and he told me he was a banker, but he wasn't a banker.
No,
he was
just
a
try-
janitor
No, I was trying to impress
at
her.
BB&T.
Yeah, because if I would have told her I was a janitor, she would have probably just left.
No,
Like, she
I
would've
wouldn't. No, I
stopped
wouldn't.
talking to me.
Because I know what it's like. Because my mom and my dad both worked at the mall, at the Lakeland Square Mall, being janitors.
Yeah, but
They would
that's
literally
how
clean
we
the whole
started
floor
talking.
and everything. Then from there, like yeah, we like got to know each other a little. And like a week later, he asked me.
That was a week or 2 weeks.
A week later.
We started talking like in July. No, it was like almost like 3 weeks. It was-
3 weeks?
Yeah, at least.
Oh, then 3 weeks then. Yeah, we were talking for like 3 weeks. And we hadn't seen each other not once, right?
No, it was like at least two months when I moved back. I was living in Miami,
And then I was in
and then I moved back to Lakeland, Florida,
for me.
where she was at. I mean, and then from there, that's when we seen each other. No, I went to visit you.
You went to visit me,
I
yeah.
went to visit you.
You were visiting, I remember.
I went to visit you to see how you look like.
I remember I couldn't wait. Like when after he asked me out those 3 weeks later, in those 3 weeks we were getting to know each other. We would just talk on the phone, text each other. And then he finally asked me out and I said yes. And then when he finally went to visit me, but before that, I asked you to send me a picture, remember?
I sent you a picture, but that's when I cut off my hair.
Yeah, and I was so disappointed.
Hell no.
Cause in your fucking Facebook profile picture, he still had long hair, and that's what I was attracted to, his long hair. And then he sent me the picture that he had cut. I was like, why? Why?
You really?
Yeah, I remember. I was like, I wanted to see you with long hair in person. But then I was just like, whatever. But it's not like it made me like unattracted to you. No, I was still attracted to you. Shut up. But yeah, he sent me a picture and I was like, you cut off your hair? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, I think I was like, how long ago? How long ago have you been this bald? But
And the way when I went to visit her, the way I picked her up was, you were walking down the street? I picked her up on a corner.
I was walking down Wabash.
Like, she was
if you're from Lakeland, you know where Wabash is.
like, she was a slut. I picked her up on the corner.
I know, but that's not the reason why. Like, it's not like I was just walking.
Lost. Yeah,
He
lost.
couldn't get to where I live at, so I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, I'm about to like literally walk down the streets and look for him, because he was going in between streets. He was from one street to another street. So I remember, like, there's a school by where I live. I was walking down the school, and it took me to Wabash, and like literally almost getting to Wabash. Like, I was like, Wabash is like this, and I was like heading to Wabash, and that's where he picked me up.
The first time I seen you, we went to Lake
Mirror.
Yeah, to like a lake.
Yeah, it's called Lake Mirror. It's
We
like
went to
it's a lake
walk around,
with lights and stuff, and we were just walking around.
Talking. I don't remember what we talked about.
I don't remember either. I just remember that you grabbed my booty.
No, that wasn't the first time, or was it?
Yeah, it was at Lake Mirror. No, he didn't grab my booty.
No, that wasn't the first time. That was like the second time I seen you. The second time that we went to the park.
Yeah, the first time at Lake Mirror,
that's when I tapped that ass.
You did not tap that ass.
Yes, I did. I tapped it.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't hug her from behind. I hugged her from the side, like this right now. That's how I hugged her.
Oh.
My little shoulder.
Yeah, we were there talking the whole time until I had to go home.
But you didn't. But you told your mom that you wanna.
No, my mom didn't know. My mom was out partying. She was at a friend's party, and it was in Lake Mirror. Remember?
Yeah, she was.
My mom was at a party in Lake Mirror, and we were at Lake Mirror, and I remember we were walking around. My mom didn't even know I was out there with him.
But the first time we met was just. I mean, the first time she met me was on social media.
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize her.
I
didn't know who she was.
He didn't know who I was. I didn't know who he was. Apparently, I just thought he was like someone famous, and I thought he was sexy. And he was literally one of his photos was I used to have a desktop computer, those fat old-fashioned desktop computers. Well, his picture was my wallpaper, and I remember my dad would always be like, "You better take that off. Who's that?" And I'm like, "I think he's some like reggaeton singer, Dad." I'm like, "Stop." My dad would just get on to me about that. And yeah.
Didn't you have me like you had me in pictures, or how you had me like?
I had your pictures. I would always just like download your pictures and save them on my, like, you know where you click the second little thing on the mouse and save image. That's what I would do. And then if I wanted it on my phone, I would just email it to my phone.
Yeah, I mean that's the first time we talked and met.
And then
I mean, well, she was basically stalking me. Supposedly she's seen all my comments on MySpace. Oh, what? Like what? My statuses? I will write my status.
Yeah.
She will see all of that.
And I remember that he was dating some girl. So before that, I made sure that he wasn't dating anybody, because I remember on MySpace he was like so in love and stuff, and I was just like, is he?
That's another video I'm gonna make. Yeah,
and I just remember, like, I asked him, I'm like, are you still like in a relationship? And he told me no. I just made sure about that, and I think that's almost like what you were going through too, right? After that, when we first met, like you were still going through it.
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, and I had seen him at a party. I
didn't even know.
I was in a quinceañera. He was over there trying to go look for his ex. I seen him outside of the party with his ex talking. And I was like, oh.
I didn't even know. I mean, I seen someone short.
He doesn't.
But I didn't know who she was.
Because you weren't there for me, that's why.
Yeah,
He didn't like recognize me, like because he didn't know me. He didn't even know who I was to begin with. I knew who he was, so I was like, oh, snap.
I mean, but yeah, when I first met her, like, I mean, not met her, but when we first talked, I showed her off to all my friends.
Even your mom.
And even my mom, like, showed her, damn, she's sexy, she's beautiful. I mean,
your sister told me that that day y'all were there and you ran to your mom to show her a picture of me and asked her if I was pretty.
I don't remember, but I mean, I was excited.
Your mom told me too. She told me that too.
I was happy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still happy. I is happy.
He was happy. Excuse me.
I am
You
happy.
Yeah, he better correct himself. But yeah, and then from there, like I remember when we started dating, like, and we made it public on Facebook. Everybody like just made a big deal about it. And I remember like a week later after we started dating, I went to a party.
Like, I mean, we're going off topic. This is another video.
Yeah, like I just went to a party and everybody was like, "Oh, you guys are dating." But like every single person at that party that I knew that knew me and knew him, were like,
thought
"Oh,
I
you're
was a
dating
bad
him."
person.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't.
They were like,
just
"Oh, you're
didn't know
dating
me.
him and stuff," and I'm like, "Yeah."
But I mean, the thing is that when she was single, no one tried to get at her. Or when she was dating someone else, no one tried to get at her. But when I tried to get at her, when we were dating, it was the end of the world.
And it goes both ways though, because when we started dating, he had some people, like some of his people, tell him like that we weren't meant to be for each other, or
They didn't say nothing. It was just I wasn't for her or she wasn't for me.
That's what they were pretty much saying.
But I mean, haters.
Because look at us now, shit, look where we're at. But yeah,
So they don't know how. Like, I'm a Gemini, she's a Gemini.
Yeah, everybody asks us.
Like how we do it. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
It's chaos. That's the truth.
I mean, we're always butt heading.
Yeah, we can never agree on.
Okay, we're going off topic.
But yeah, after that,
I mean, after that, I moved to Lakeland.
he moved to Lakeland. He was in Lakeland. He was
I
going
went
to school there.
And every morning I would go to my first period class, but I would skip my second period just to go pick her up from her house, take her to
me
school, and then I would go back to school. That would be like every day. That would be every day.
And then this can be another video, but I'm just gonna say here, like my mom didn't like him, so everything I did with him, like him picking me up from school,
it was just me. It was just me. Everybody else.
Yeah, like my mom didn't like him. My mom didn't like him. Everyone else. How many did I have? Shit.
But I mean, right now you should tell her she likes me.
Yeah, my mom loves him now. They play around a lot. They mess around with each other.
She a little kinky.
They get a little nasty sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then he would come. I remember he would, when we seen each other, it would be behind my mom's back. My dad knew though. That's another
cool
thing. My dad knew. My dad met him. My dad actually took the time to meet him and talk to him.
But the first time we met,
he wasn't even like, "Oh, you're my daughter's boyfriend."
No,
or
he right away. Like,
went.
I have my dad's truck. Right away went to the truck and said, "Oh, that's a nice looking truck. Where do you get these parts?"
Like they were talking about the chrome, and I was like, "Dad, what are you doing?" But yeah, they were talking about, that was like that with my dad. And then from there,
I mean, she started having
problems at home with my mom, and that's gonna be a different video, you guys. Like that's a whole another different video. But he offered, like he knew what I was going through. He's seen and everything. So he was like, "Why don't you just move in with me?"
It was too many problems where she was at.
Yeah, it was too many problems, and it was too many problems to where we couldn't be even in a relationship.
Before that, I mean, I moved back to Miami.
Yeah, and that was making it harder for us, because then, like, I was having problems at home, and it was getting hard for me, and he could barely go and see me sometimes. So he was just like, he just came up with this idea of like, "Why don't you just move in with me?" And the first time he told me that, I swear I was laughing. I was like, I told him, I was like, "You're crazy."
I didn't give a shit.
And then he kept like mentioning it to me, like, "Why don't you come move in with me?" And the final time that I took him serious,
by that time when I took her with me, when I kidnapped her, we've been together for like how long? For like 9 months. Yeah, we've been together for like 9 months, and I think 9 months.
Yeah, we started dating in August.
And then in May, that's when I
May 5th, el 5 de Mayo. That's the day he took me. He was like, I ran away from home with him.
I mean, my parents were in it, so.
Yeah, like that's the final time I took him serious. When he finally told me, I already talked to my parents and they're okay with you moving in with me. That's when I was like, okay, yeah, he's serious then. And then his parents talked to me about it, and they were like, yeah, you can come with us, we'll pick you up and stuff. Like, we had already planned it out. And then from there, I just ran away from home, and we're together now. We have two babies. We have Kaylani, our first baby, our firstborn. She's a girl. She's 3 now. She was born May 5th. No, what the fuck? What the fuck?
May 19.
She was born May 19th. See, that month has like a lot of meaning to it because I ran away in May. His birthday is in May, and our daughter was born in May. So, yeah, like May 19th. And then 2 years later, I ended up pregnant with our second baby, who was Yanni, and now we have 2 kids. So that's pretty much, you guys, how we met, with like a little bit of details in it. Babe, but yeah, you guys,
that's how we met.
That's how we met.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video.
Don't forget to give it
A big thumbs up,
comment,
share,
and
don't forget to subscribe
to our channel if you haven't done so already. And like
to the
we always
newbies.
say, welcome to our channel. We hope you all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos. We have plenty more to come. For those of you that have requested a challenge, we're still working on it, you guys. I work. It's been the
And the only reason why we're not posting enough videos is, I mean, we're too busy.
He works. When he comes home, I go to work.
So I mean, we try our best on like our days off.
And like it's the holidays, it's been kind of chaos also with my job. So.
But I mean,
But we're working on it.
We have free time. We try to do a video.
Yeah, we're definitely working on it. We know what you guys requested, and we're gonna make it happen. So just be patient with us and just stay tuned. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, bye, you guys.
Peace.